私はPussy Noodle です。
Oh? What for me? Pussy Noodle?
Welcome back. How's it going? Saturday? Harmarsh, I'm here for you, baby. What are we looking at? I picked up some Fruited Wood. This is a cherry ale aged in maple syrup bourbon barrels. Kind of a, well, I guess it's not really lighter. It's 8% from Founders. This is their 2022 release. This is the first time I've ever seen this one. Bottle cap looks something like that. And I am going to open it up with, hands down, no disrespect for anybody that sent me anything else, but the finest bottle opener that I have in the collection. I just happen to have received it from Stephen Bush. And Alice wanted to come out to play, so the finest bottle opener I have. And Alice has a real attitude problem, and she would love to speak with the ATF about their overreach bullshit. Oh, it's got a slight cherry coloring to it. As it pours, it in the glass, it's starting to look more. Well, no, it's got a reddish hue. So I do smell cherry. Wow. And bourbon cherry. Cheers, Scotsman. Oh, that's nice. I just love the scotches, like the one from Lafroig, the Shire, one that starts with a C. Had that over a Keyport, but right now, not gonna happen. Missing out on the club last time is Scotsman saying hashtag be like Ed whiskey, and then Poco says, sub-comment says rum. Last in is Salty saying double naked again. Putting us for the first being Clyde saying here. Then Rich Huff saying cheers all. Harmarsh, evening everyone. Evening Harmarsh. Zeus, cha-cha-cha, cheers amigos. Zeus, Fruity Pebbles and alcohol? Sign me up. Silly Jarn with a link to a video, which I should probably know better, but he got 3 thumbs up. George Boom. Here's my copyright infringement. Make sure you're listening, YouTube. When you got a guy fixing shit while you're live. this guy's popular. I mean, looks like he can twist a hell of a button. Okay, thanks, Jordan. Big Charlie's Model Garage. Fruity Pebbles, a breakfast beer? Well, actually, he didn't ask us a question. YouTube gave me some answers of Big Charlie, and I'm going with, oh yeah. Mr. 27 says 8th. And Miss 27 says intro balmy. Okay. Poco says top something or another. Poco says A1. A1 is a miss. It's also a good steak sauce if you're into that. I'm also gonna put this out here for you guys. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. I like that, Jordan. That's like 2 hours long, and I'm pretty sure I'd get a copyright. I'm putting this out there. You need to get a hold of me, and you need to get a hold of me quickly. As you may or may not know, the greatest barbecue sauce, period. The only way I am going to allow somebody to leave a comment saying, yeah, but I like this better, the only way you make that comment is if you've actually had Boondockers barbecue sauce. Because if you have not had the best. Unfortunately, our man Steve, with COVID, another company that basically got destroyed by COVID, he is selling off what he has left and isn't going to do anymore. But I asked him last night during Locked and Loaded if he would be willing to make up batches for us. So, BandEBrewReviews@gmail.com. You let me know what you want and how much and of what kind. He has regular and he has spicy. Now, granted, this is coming from a guy that loves putting hot shit on everything. I really don't think the Boondockers bold and spicy. It's not like Saint and sauce made barbecue sauce, okay? But if you like a little extra zip to it. Now, what I can tell you about this is 2 years ago or so, there was some rate. I don't even remember what the hell they were. They have I think they're on Facebook. They're kind of like the Man Cave channel. They reviewed, I believe they show you 35 or 37 barbecue sauces. Well, what you don't know is they started off with maybe double that. And they knew that they were never going to be able to review and give a winner in their 2 or 3 hour podcast. So they had to narrow it down before they did their show, and they narrowed it down to like 35. Needless to say, Boondockers was one of them. As the night goes on, they are testing the sauces by just tasting it out of the bottle. They're tasting it on barbecue chicken, and they're tasting it on, I think it was brisket. They had someone cooking and making each of these sauces for them, and then they would rate them. They'd write down their reviews. When the night was all over, the number in 7th place was Boondockers Bold and Spicy. 7th place. The number 1 out of what was at least 60 or 65 barbecue sauces was Boondockers. And it really sucks when something that I tell you about it because that's what I buy. I think I can go over to the shelf. I don't know if Christine's used them all up or not. Nope, they're no left. Oh, yep. One left. There's one left down here that she has not brought upstairs. I think we got one bold and spicy left upstairs and one more of the regular. And at one point in time, we ordered I think it was me, Johnny, and John ordered it by the gallon. I'm telling you, this might be your last opportunity to get a hold of the best barbecue sauce, period. So I asked Steve if he'd make us up some, and he said that he would. So I need to let him know how much we want. I'm planning on getting probably a gallon of bold and spicy and at least a gallon of the regular. I might even get more. Johnny Watson is in for large quantities. John Solar is in for large quantities. If you want any, email me to let me know so that I can forward this information on to Steve. I wish there was I guess as long as I can remain friends with him, I might be able to pull a batch here and there, but it sounds like he's just frustrated with everything going on and the politics and the bullshit, and he just wants to be done. So this possibly is the last batch. I hope that it's not. Don't want to sound dramatic, but if you are interested in the best barbecue sauce, period, on the planet, straight out of Texas, Ma Bank, Texas. Steve, I know you're going to see this. And I realize that 4 people on this planet are not enough to keep your company afloat, but I so wish that we were. It's just, and it was such a, that night I was like, when they're like, and the #1 sauce, barbecue sauce, period, is Boondockers. I'm just like going, seriously, I wanted to cry. I was like, it's just such an incredible barbecue sauce. The flavors, and somebody that I call a friend and stand behind. So the email address is down below. If you are interested in picking some of these up, please let me know. Your time is very limited, unfortunately. And who in the hell? Oh my God, hold on. Sorry about that, but that was my buddy Greg. He leaves tomorrow for a Caribbean cruise with his fiance, and she'll never see this, but he is going to ask her to marry him. And I'm not saying I'm psychic, I just get the feedback. I do not see a problem with this, and I'm so happy for Greg. He lost his wife. What is it now? 4 years ago, because Essentia Health sucks. I believe if she would have gone to the Mayo Clinic, I've already told you this. If she would have gone anywhere else, I bet you she'd still be alive. But Essentia sucks. So, but a big congratulations to Greg, and the amount of hoops that you have to jump through right now. Oh, you got to get a COVID test 48 hours before you get on the ship. Oh, you got to get a COVID test 24 hours before you get on the ship. So yesterday, he had an appointment, and I believe he waited in line 2.5 hours down at the deck, and then he had to do it again today. But his fiance, their church has a raffle, and grand prize is like $20,000 or a Ford Escape. Second place, well, actually grand prize, and then first place is a $5,000 dream vacation, and I bought 5 tickets into helping a Catholic church. Packages in today. Let's see, I read Poco. I'll read one. Poco says, it's all good. I was going to pay it forward because you already sent me a headlamp. I like to have 2 in my collection because at work I have a tendency to turn one on at the start of the day, and then when it burns out, I put that one on a charger if I happen to have. See, this one is this one I just did a video on another one today. I like this one. It's another one from ThruNite. The one that I use all the time is a ThruNite. This one might replace it because it's just as bright and a little bit lighter. I like the other one though because it looks like a little tiny 35mm camera. Yeah, packages in the day. First one, Captaindick Nozzle. Okay, I'm sure these people that ship this stuff out just have to it's kind of cool. It looks like it comes in a bag, but the bag looks like it. Okay, I'm just gonna go with one of my favorite knives. Real steel. What could Captaindick Nozzle possibly get? A vintage parcel. Thank you for your order. Vintage parcel. At vintage parcel. Yeah, a bottle opener. This one is a Schlitz. The beer that made Milwaukee famous. Schlitz. Thank you, somebody. I actually have, I don't remember. I really need to just dump this right on the effing floor. But that's nice. I'm going to put that right there for now. Vintage parcel. Vintage parcel at Etsy.com. Junk Bonanza. Let me look that over. Read another comment. Mr. MarkMac85. Yeah, kind of funny that the bridge fell down when the resident was going to be there talking about infrastructure bill. Laugh my ass off. You can't make this shit up. I mean, seriously. What are the odds? I'm sure winning 2 lotteries, hello girls, at the same time has better odds than that. Salty Shellback, up, and naked. Local Local. The 40 Smith & Wesson was developed from the ground up as a law enforcement cartridge designed to duplicate performance of the FBI of Investigations, FBI, reduced velocity 10mm auto cartridge. So my comment on that the 40 it is valid. No, yeah, I'm sorry. I should have, yes, you are 100% right. Poco, I know, just, you can go ahead and pat yourself on the back. The 44 Magnum, the superior cartridge on the planet Earth. All you need is this one, seriously. Throw all the rest away. The superior cartridge was designed and placed inside of some prototypes. I showed you one of them. One of my sexiest guns in the collection. Could be made sexier by Jade Elite Ammunition. And the FBI decided that they were walking vaginas and they couldn't handle the recoil. What? Poco? You are so right. What? Tardisius, I'm trying not to drop an F-bomb, but if you shoot the 10mm, which is about, if you've never shot a 10mm and you say to yourself, Eric, what would you say is very similar to the 10mm? I got your ass covered right there. That would be the 357 Magnum round is very similar to Gotta love. Someday I just want someone to walk through the door and all they see is these big red tits on whatever I'm aiming at them. They decided that they couldn't handle the 10 millimeter. It was too spicy for their little vagina hands. So they went back to the drawing board, and voila, the 40 cal was created. So basically, if it wasn't for pussies, none of you would have a 40 cal in your collection. You'd have a 10 millimeter. On that bombshell, let's look what's in package number 2. This one actually might be me. If it is, this is a great place to open this. Oh, this is not what I hoped for, but this is me to me. This is the knockoff bipod that I ordered for the JP Killer. Now, in the theme, NIHAP, you cannot be disappointed because actually your bipod is right there. Thank you. This is a direct knockoff of the bipod that is on the JP. Now, having said that, I paid almost $500 for the one that's on the JP. Okay, well, I will be putting this on the JP Killer. You can do, I think it goes, what is it, 6 to 9 inches, something Joey can't do. It has 90, 45 flat. It feels good. This was kind of an experiment because I think I'll see how it works out on the JP Killer, but for the exact same money, I think I like this more than the Bigfoot that I have on the DRG Manufacturing white label, and it's a quick release. Oh, sorry. There's a little lever. Yeah. Quick release. Swivels. Has cant, which I think it was my conversation with Matt when he said he doesn't really like that feature because that one does not actually have cant. Now I'm almost thinking about maybe getting another one of these for that. We'll see how it works out on the JP Killer. But if you are shooting precision distance, I'm sorry, Matt, if you're listening, the gun has to be level. There's a reason that the JP has a level on it. The JP Killer does not have a level on it. The 24-inch has a level on it. My Justin's gun has a level on it. I might have to take a level off of one of the other ones and put it on the JP Killer because all things are trying to be equal at a lesser price. Like this right here is about $450 cheaper than the one on the JP. And if I was holding them both in my hands, which if I realized that this was in the box, I would have opened it. Okay. Let me get this off the table. I have a video that will be up tomorrow. Just old school shout out, old school, you know, an update. You already know about it, Jerry, and the update. But I wanted to do, I wanted to hopefully and give incentive to other people to maybe help, like their Boy Scouts or whatever. So Jade Elite Ammunition, I kind of showed, not really all of the items. You can do this yourself. The only reason that I have the box out yet again is because after I turned the camera off, I decided I wanted to do more. So well, one of the big things, and I hope you can actually use it, is the GPS satellite messenger. If you were to go somewhere with your Boy Scouts that your cell phone does not work, all of your Scout parents, you can create a website and you can do a daily check-in. Just, you know, we're going to let you, you know, you guys can log into the website every day at 11 o'clock and there'll be a hit on there basically saying everything's going good, just checking in. But if something goes wrong, you can flip open a cover and everybody comes to save you. The helicopter, everything. So I wanted you and the Boy Scouts to have this, and then I decided to throw in 3 knives. Again, if you want to let your boys decide, or you want to take one first, or you want this box is for you to do what you feel right with. If you've got Scouts that could use the stuff, if you want to have little contests for your Scouts, I'm supplying the prizes. If you've got a Scout that needs a flashlight or the whoopee or any of the stuff that's in here, it's for you to decide what happens to it. So I need to get this on its way to you. I just decided that there was no knives in there, and I wanted to get a knife in there so that the boys could possibly choose something. This is why everyone goes, "Oh, you must have a hell of a knife collection." No, not really. Jeremy, thanks for blessing me with the finest whiskey to drink when I come up. Also, the last 2 beers really sounded amazing. Remind me when I come up next time to give them a shot. I will try to remember to stop Monday after work and see if they still have them, so that I can put them aside. Mike, cheers, Eric. Cheers, Mike. Mike again. Oh, Christine. Yeah, the Scourge. Do a prairie oyster. What the? I got rock oyster. I mean, if I brought it to the prairie, I guess it would technically be a prairie oyster. I don't know. Are you describing some kind of gay sexual position or what? I keep this under advisement. Hang on. One man, sup, F-U. Glee, rock on. F-U, Glee. One man, Buck, Fiden, Brandon. I see you got it right in code. Drunk up money. Tomcat, we appreciate the shout out, Eric. Now and then, I can, or now, then can I take the gopher hunting? Tomcat, dang, you do have a lot of 40 caliber. My Model 23 is a G3. Well, I saw that As I was starting this scroll, I saw Scotsman was disappointed, just like David Brown would be with my choice of plastic guns. So Scotsman, I pulled out stuff that would be Scotsman friendly. We have what is definitely one sexy little beast, the Chief Special, chambered in 38. This is a badass little boot gun. I mean, and isn't that thing awesome? It'd be cool to get that re-blued and some new vintage grips for it. And of course, Scotsman, being a revolver guy, has to. Oops. Hey, some more of those pointy ones. The Model 13, and what's cool about that is it has a. Well, it's got pubic hairs all over it. I have no idea. It has a recessed cylinder, so the rounds are recessed. And this is 357 or 38 special. Then, of course, the old standby, kind of the one that started it all for 1911s for me. My Kimber, when Kimber actually made good guns. The one I was telling the Mason Jar Mafia about the other day. The awesome 645 that spent time getting tripled in value over at Elite Ammunition. All of the parts are Robar coated, including the magazines. They feel slickerish all the time. Custom grips, custom sight. The only thing he did not do is a trigger job, and now I am not sure because Dusty is no longer with Dead On, so I might have to see if I can find him and if he's doing any side work, because the trigger's not bad in this, but I would love to have a trigger job done on it. And of course, a competition barrel bushing installed by Jay. This was a Miami Vice gun. Then of course he's a CZ guy, so I just had to put this back in the arsenal. And then Christine's 29 Classic. Put the firing pin where it's supposed to be. This was a gun from Ed to Christine. My favorite gun to shoot, well, yeah, it's still my favorite, is the 454 Casull. And JR10 Desert Gold, I have the pussy parts and one less round than your gun. I know, I hear about it all the time. And I don't know if I've even mentioned this one to anybody yet. The sexiest revolver in the whole collection, a Gen 1 model 610. And of course, chambered in 10mm. And that sexy ass holster that Clyde got me. And then I end it with the 686. Also with the Happy Pills. So, Scotsman, there you go. And of course, because I had Alice down here, was kind of going over the med kit and everything I have in my bug out or get home bag. I have one of the things that I feel everyone should have in their collection. The world turns upside down. You want an FN57, you can have it reworked by Jay at Elite Ammunition. And of course, if you're planning on making sure that nobody, and I mean nobody stops coming, or anybody that comes at you stops in their tracks, regardless of what kind of military hardware they're wearing. You want the T6B round. Just know that every time you squeeze the trigger, you can literally hear ka-ching somewhere off in the background. Okay, this one is for the basement dweller. And it starts already. We have ourselves a brick of coasters. Touche, thank you. Okay, Rich Huff. I got an IMI Baby Desert Eagle in 40 Smith & Wesson. It is a CZ clone. It is one of my favorites. Fits my hand like a glove. Yes, you have the 40 cal version of the 9mm that Christine has. And they are awesome guns. I would have liked to have had that in my side of the safe, but I was assured that that would never happen. I could have the second one. Matt Davis, beers all. Blue Healer 260, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Didn't scourge. How about a 12.7mm? Also for you Patreon boys, we will be doing the Patreon video. As a matter of fact, if things go the way they're supposed to, as soon as I wrap this up, she will be down here and we will be reviewing the shanty whiskey and talking politics as we see fit. Now, just for the record, that is for the privileged white people that have a Patreon account. But as part of full disclosure, I just want you guys to know that I will be sharing that video with Harmarsh because he's stuck in a hospital, and the main reason. Well, okay, let's just not sugarcoat it. The main reason is alcohol. But the second reason that I have been doing a brew review every single day is because I want to have something for him to do other than watching the nurse's butt. You can tell her I said that too, Harmarsh. Clyde, Whiskey and Revolution for all. Tardisius, if Trump opened a factory that produced well-priced freedom seeds, he would easily double his net worth in 30 days. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Tardisius. Yeah, call Bell. Everybody that hates the cowbell, you have 3, 2, 1. People can say what they want about whoever they want. It's freedom. It's called America. But the fact is, the gun industry didn't need to raise the price through the roof and then leave it there. I mean, for God's sakes, frickin' PMags. Without the window and without the Ranger clip, we're selling for more than $100, and frickin' people were buying them. Oh, by the way, this is what Alice, that's actually full of Hornady rounds, but in her travel condition, Alice is carrying this. I keep that nearby because if the world turns upside down, I'm kind of revising some stuff. I went through the med kit that is with Alice, and it's getting pretty advanced, but it's also has gotten to the point where it won't close anymore. But my bug out bag, my get home bag, through any time where anything is questionable going on in the world, that pack goes with me everywhere. And these would be the first rounds to leave Alice. Now, if it just looks like civil defense and I'm worried, then I'm not going to, with the cost of squeezing the trigger with these are specialty rounds from Jade Elite Ammunition, that T6B projectile. They simply pass through pretty much everything as though nothing stands in their way. The T6B round that I tested through the FN57 went through the body armor, went through 5 pounds of clay, went through the double 2x4 backstop that was holding everything up, and then probably continued on and passed by Zeus's house down in Texas. Yeah, I normally don't keep this in her because it compromised my ability to have the med kit. So I have 6 mags and 1 in her in the bug out bag. McLean, man, I wish I would have won the sprinkler headlamp. I could have really used it while I was exploring in your mom's. McLean Vivian, 10mm, VMAX guy, Mason Jar Mafia, and new for 2022, Harmarsh. McLean, shut up, Harmarsh. McLean, you know what? Okay, I need a couple too many, or I had a couple too many. That's a promise, but I can tell you something. I've never liked Harmarsh. Wade, butt stuff. Now we're talking, except for Matt's butt. Papa don't play, Rump Ranger. Alvin, Captain, my captain. I'm late, but I'm here, my friend. B-Dog S? 6.1 alcohol content on the O'Fallon 5-day IPA. And it came up twice, so I'm just going to heart you twice. Redneck Ramblins, FU46. Let's go, Brandon! Sharky, oh, that's a lot of guns out to play. Sharky, J10. Sharky says J10. I got everything. Have you ever said to yourself, I have way too much counter space? I haven't. J10 is a misdemeanor. Sure, I pull out a coaster and I set the damn glass down on the table anyway. Sharky, laugh out loud. The WowTech has been on my radar to get over here. Please give this one to Justin's rifle add-on bag to be. Sharky, you're a generous man. And not that I have anything against this flashlight, but if you can possibly take back a flashlight with you for a headlamp, I have a couple in mind for you. I just don't know if they can be carry-on or not. But Sharky, thank you. Hang on, because I know if I apologize for just watch the girls or whatever. If I have a running tally on everything that has been added and donated, and if I don't simply put it in here now, it never happened. So that's the A2S V2, and that is from Sharky. Added to the list. I will add you to the video. I try to go back to the original videos and everybody that I consider a sponsor. And since you made this donation, you are a sponsor, and I appreciate it very much. And it is now in the bag, as you would say. Sharky? More Cookie Monster? I love Cookie Monster. Sharky, J-Dog and I share the same problems. What? J-Dog is a ginger Irish stubby guy underneath a large man's suit. Sharky, cheers Harmarsh, get well enough to get home soon. Sharky, SH, outro top nice, the panties. Scotsman, 1 minute 58 seconds with a lick, haha, nice try, 2:17 actual time. Do I always get chastised for the intro? Scotsman says whiskey. Scotsman says stand-up guy for an Irishman. He would be talking about our little Jer Bear, who threw in a hundo for the winner. Scotsman? I'm alright. Nobody worry about me. You don't have to give me advice. Why don't you just let me be? And the little fucking thing isn't even down here right now. Sorry, Turkises. Scotsman, as usual, the ATF trying to make laws no matter what they say. It is not a law, period. We have a legislative system that they are not a part of, period. The Constitution is the law of the land, enough said. Exactly. So, it'd be like our mayor saying that she's outlawed guns inside the Duluth city limits. The ATF, you are simply an overreach of what is soon to be as far as I'm concerned, you're the blue helmets. And what do you do with a blue helmet? You adios it. Scotsman, table full of Glocks. Puke, laugh out loud. If you're gonna spew into this. Scotsman, Smith & Wesson for the win. Smith & Wesson owies for the win. If I'm gonna be categorized as anything, see, here's why I have Glocks. Because of frickin' NIHAP. I did, years and years ago, have to take a heartfelt look at what represented a reliable gun if shit hit the fan, and I chose to take the Glock. I can literally rebuild a Glock while being shot at, as long as somebody is running suppression to give me a few seconds. But if I had a prepped Poly 80 frame, I could probably get that together before the person that's putting down suppression ran out of ammo. They are just you know, I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate them, but I love them. And right now, probably a quarter, maybe, of the Glocks in the collection may or may not be on duty somewhere. So, you know, I put something, and another thing, you know, they're kind of like a high point. Now I don't mean any disrespect for you Glock lovers, but let's just say that, and if we're gonna pretend, we're gonna actually pretend with one. It's kind of like kind of like a more expensive version of a high point. Right now, if I was in a shootout and I used up all of my ammo in my Kimber, I would put this back in my pocket and make sure that I brought it with me. If I was in a high stress situation and I emptied my Glock, I'd use its weight as the last thing to make my getaway. I would never even consider throwing away any of the stuff laying there. Okay, I'd probably keep this too, but let's just keep that between us. But no, they are definitely the hate camp, the love camp. I fall in the middle under realistic. They represent something that is easy to maintain, easy to fix, easy to change things if you don't like it. Matter of fact, this one, I think the recoil spring is different between the 45 and the 10 millimeter. I believe I have an extra stainless. I prefer, and I know, smile money the shit out of everything. There's these guns that are, of course, you can't really count a gun that's in duty with a cop, because Smile Money would have put more rounds through his Glock last year than a cop probably would in the entire time it was in his holster. But mags are plentiful. You can get, you know, it's like, yeah, I can't knock something that works. Okay? I can't bring myself. If your hate level is so high, you at least have to understand that for me, I have a lot of these on duty. I do not have a problem taking one of these and mounting it into a location, say somewhere in my vehicle that nobody would ever find, but it's there if I need it. Am I going to put something priceless up in that spot? No, I'm not. Scotsman, 41 minutes in, might as well finish. Okay. Scotsman, beer that tastes like cereal? Nah. How about some haggis? No. Scotsman, I have haggis. No. Oh my God, I'm actually looking at it. Yeah. Scotsman, you do need to clean that drawer out. Holy cow. Or is it holy bottle opener? Ah, I know. This is almost entirely bottle openers. You know, yeah, no, you're right. No, it's a shithole. Someone told me I should build a board and put hooks on it. No, I don't have the motivation to put that many hooks in. Scotsman, I always try to have a two-hearted at least once a week Our fallen brother is never forgotten, always remembered. Hashtag be like Ed. And for me, it's Ed, Jules. Ed and Jules are in my heart on a minute-by-minute basis. There is nowhere that I can look in this house and not see something that Ed or Jules have not given to me. I've got shot glasses from Jules right in front of me from Florida. I have things that Ed gave me everywhere. I have Ed. Ed, you know. I have gone through the collection and I have sent on things to people that mean more to me than maybe they even understand, items that had belonged to Ed, just so that you could have something that was Ed's. Now, it sounds silly, but there's no replacing. There is usually every Saturday when I go out and about, I get quite a few times I get people saying thank you for your service, and I'm like, no, you do not thank me. I serve them. This hat personally belonged to one of the greatest men to ever live. That meant everything to me, and out of respect for Ed, I serve the military the best that I can. I never served. To say that you are military and you weren't is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest sins. My ex-wife, cheating slut. I know that she had at least 5 affairs while we were married. I overlooked them. I would have punched that bitch in the face and thrown her out of the car if I ever heard her say that she had served in the military, because she didn't. She probably served the military. You know what? This is a 4-pack. I really liked it. I also really like my favorite bottle opener. Alice has a real attitude problem. That's funny too, because if you look at the bullshit from the ATF, there's, you know, I had some guy leave me a comment about, you know, I have way too much stuff on there. Well, you know what? These letters are most of the reason that looks like this. You get a demerit for this. You get a demerit for that. You get a huge demerit for this. You get a demerit for that. You get a demerit for that. You get a demerit for that being able to do that. You even get a demerit for that. Yeah, this is their little rules and regulations. This is so far over their allowed points that if I could figure out, I'm trying to figure out, I have to be able to figure out how to put a rocket launcher on here somewhere. But you know what? It has that. Tell me if you think it's ever been warm. Oh, ignore what you might have just seen. I'm not allowed to show you that. So this is how my baby normally travels. But right now, Stephen Bush, the greatest bottle opener, period. Alice, my girl, stay bitchy. Scotsman, haven't been on a show in a while. Scotsman, I need you to have you on Locked and Loaded. Not next week. I'm supposed to have, I have a pre-planned thing. But how about the week after that? Matter of fact, in case he'll probably hear this. I have yet to say anything about Scotsman that hasn't been heard, but I'm just and I really don't care. Everything is not proper, and there's no whatever. But I'm busy right now, so F you, haters. Scotsman, second to last brew babe, be mouth-watering. I have no idea which one that would have been. Second to last. Second to last. Okay.
Grandma's coveted glasses. Grandma, are you here? Having this with me?
That could have been the girl outside in the snow with the large chest and the leather jacket, red leather jacket, blonde. If that's her, I agree with you. I take this more.
I gotta go cook pizza.
Now I'm looking at a big butt.
Hope you joined us on Locked and Loaded. Big thank you for Jerry for making throwing $100 in for whoever wins, and
yeah, you must be talking about the hot blonde that's out in the snow. I agree. I agree with you. Where were we? Scotsman's got the last comment. We need to tell you about this beer and go to the club. Well, it's reminding me a little bit of a Scottish ale. Less malty, a subtle sweetness, and that cherry flavor. The 8% is very well hidden. I could drink the shit out of these, but I probably wouldn't make it all night long. Bottled on 11/10 of 21. I mean, I literally just got this, so I don't know what the shelf life is, but something like this I would not expect for a little age to hurt it much. But Frootwood, I'm gonna give this a 10. I mean, I know I used to never give those out much, but if they weren't a pricey 4-pack, I would get more of them. It is a 4-pack, and I like this a lot. Again, just kind of like a Scottish ale. A little bit of that maltiness with a cherry, and you can tell that it spent time in a whiskey barrel. Not just the oaks, but a little bit of that bourbon characteristic to it. I'm going to enjoy these tonight as long as I can. Who can it be texting on my phone? Oh, all sorts of stuff. An hour ago. I didn't see this until right now, and I'm just finishing up. Miles wanted to know if there was a brew review today. Jerry, can you confirm you got the $100? Okay, Yes, Jerry. I can confirm that I received the $100. I don't know what I can do. I know. I can send you this, Jerry. Sharing with my little Jer Bear. And the guy's just standing there on his goddamn phone. What the fuck? Tomorrow? Tomorrow sounds great, Miles. Okay. Well, I believe I'm gonna finish this. And then I'm going to sequester Christine to come down here and we'll do the Patreon. First in the club, Harmarsh. Cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Harmarsh. Get better as soon as possible. Miles, new phone. Who dis? Zeus, cheers, Two Hearted Ed Club. I gotta pick up some Two Hearted Ale. I really enjoyed that actually yesterday. Oh. When I left you guys, went upstairs and had that pizza. Pizza and Two Hearted Ale go together like Matt and someone's butt. Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. And hitting the button, Rich, I believe, is the last person. And then I'm going to put these firearms away. I'm going to get Christine down here, and we will see you guys, you Patreon guys. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'm guessing that we're going to do a Bloody Mary. And please, please, whatever you do, do not provoke Miles into drinking like a fish.